The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll start this drive firing. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Davison. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Davidson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt to see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. Bulldozes his way through. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the marker. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, these touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single-team him, double-team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Makes the play. It's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Auburn! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Looking left. That's caught. It's Card. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback. Sweet cut there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Boston. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Kansas State quick to the line. The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Davison. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no
touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Porter. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he passes on the touch, and he coughs it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense will quickly use the timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possession...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Fights off a defender.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They want to run it left here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play.
Get set.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Allen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Still on his feet. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action. This time he's got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hauls it in.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's out. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.